Hi dear students, hope you're studying well and watching my videos serially, systematically. Today in this video, I brought another item which belongs to the same topic, audit sampling, unit 3, paper name is auditing and assurance for become 4th semester students, and today's topic is disadvantages of test checking. I've told you what is test checking. I've talked to you about when test checking is applicable. There's a video on applicability of test checking. I've told you about advantages of test checking. And now I'll be talking to you on disadvantages of test checking. See, every system, every human being, everything has plus point and minus point, good point and bad point, advantages and disadvantages. So test checking the system, this is also having some advantages and disadvantages. Today in this video, I'm going to share with you some points of disadvantages of test checking. Number one disadvantages is, please write number one, no scientific approach. No scientific approach. In fact, most of the auditors and their assistants, when they go for test checking, it has been found that they do not apply the scientific approach, and what I discussed in the statistical sampling, a lot of methods are there. So many things they do not use, and generally they go by traditional auditing technique, and scientific approach is not applied, and as a result the conclusion that is drawn after the audit may be incorrect. So number one is no scientific approach. Okay. Number two, risk cannot be measured. See, dear students, in test checking, as you know that all the transactions are not checked by the auditor. A certain portion of the transactions, say 20%, 30%, 40% are checked, and rest of the transactions are left unchecked. So if the errors and frauds and manipulations are committed in that unchecked amount of transactions, that unchecked portion, then the auditor cannot detect it. And as such, after test checking, by the help of test checking, you cannot measure how much risk is still there, because if the fraud, error, manipulation, whatever it may be, are detected in the portion which you have checked, then it is okay. But if it is not detected in that portion which you have checked, it remains undetected in the area where it is you have not checked, or it has not checked. So the next point of disadvantage is risk cannot be measured. And third point, complicated transactions are not checked. Number three, please write complicated transactions are not checked. Okay. See, auditors are supposed to do checking only on the certain selected portion, and auditors assistants, they are supposed to go for, when they are supposed to go for test checking, they go for a particular portion only. So what the assistants do actually, they leave out, they don't check the complicated transactions. Just avoid those things. They check the easy transactions, and in easy transactions, which are simple transactions, there may not be any errors and frauds, etc., undetected. And the complicated transactions which auditor must check, these transactions are left undetected, unchecked. So this is a problem in test checking. Number three, complicated transactions are not checked. So number four, carelessness of the client staff. Please write number four, carelessness of the client's staff. See, staff members of the client, accountants of the client, and all the people working in the client's office, they think that the auditor is going to apply test checking. So the auditor is not going to check all the transactions. So why doing so much of work? See, they become automatically careless. These people become careless. Who? The client's staff. So number 4 is carelessness of the client's staff. Then number 5, possibility of errors and frauds remain undetected. See, dear students, the main function of the one of the main function of the auditing is objectives of auditing is detection and prevention of errors and frauds. But what happens in test checking? Errors and frauds may remain undetected because when the test check is adopted, the auditor by the auditor there are possibility of errors and frauds remain undetected because lots of a huge portion of the transactions are left unchecked. So errors and frauds may be committed there and may remain undetected there. And number 6, unsuitable when there is no system of internal control or internal check, or you can say when there is no satisfactory system of internal control, internal check. Dear students, in unit 2 you shall get the chapter internal control and internal check. These two things are there in unit 2. And you know, internal control is the overall control system in the organization, and internal check is a part of that overall control system, internal control system. In internal check system, what is done, you must have learned it, that one particular work is divided into several parts, and one person does one part, next person does next part, third person does the third part, and this way goes on. This is internal check system. One person may go for journalizing, another person is ledger, another person going for trial balance, another person going for, say, making the final accounts. In departmental stores, you might have found that one person will give you the goods. You're taking the goods in departmental house, in big bazaar or some mall. One person will be giving you the goods. He is not taking money from you. Another person is taking money from you. Another person giving you gate pass. And then you come out with the goods. And the money that you paid to a person, that person is not going to bank. Some other person is going to bank to deposit the money on behalf of the mall, and another person is going for making the cash book. And this way, one particular work is not wholly done by one particular person. The works are divided into several small parts, and several persons does several work. This is internal check system. Then, so this internal check system and internal control system, these are very effective. They are very helpful. But if in an organization, this internal control system and internal check system are not there, or maybe these systems are there but not effective, then test checking is meaningless. You can say test checking will not be effective. So it is found that when a chartered accountant or auditor goes for auditing in any company, any organization, what they do, before checking the books of account and vouchers and other things, they first go for checking the internal check system, internal control system, whether these systems are okay or not. They first go for checking those things also. So when they're satisfied that internal control system and internal check system are satisfactory, then they go for audit. If they find that internal check system and internal control system are not satisfactory, then in that case they may not go for test checking. Okay, you have understood that this point, a disadvantage number 6, where there is unsuitable in test system, checking is unsuitable when there is no system of internal control and internal check. So number 7, please write number 7. And number 7 point is unsuitable for small business concerns. Yes, dear students, it's not meant for small business concerns. Small business, they have less number of transactions, a very limited transactions. They don't have large number of transactions. So how can you, or why should you use internal check system there? Internal check system is meant for big organizations where transactions are huge, voluminous. Then there you can use the internal check system. But when business is very small, then internal check system is not applicable there. So small, you can say it's a disadvantage. It cannot be applied there. So 7 number point is unsuitable for small business concerns. So here I have discussed 7 points of disadvantages of internal check system. Test checking system. 7 points of disadvantages of test checking system. And you please read your books and find out more points. If there is more points of disadvantages, please add it. And at least this thing, you listen to my lecture, listen to my video and write the points one by one. You'll find that your answer is complete. There may be a question, what are the disadvantages of test checking, or there may be a question, please mention 4 or mention 2 disadvantage of test checking. So I have given you 7 points. You can add more. So from these you can answer these types of questions. What are the disadvantages of test checking? So that's all about disadvantages of test checking. Thank you, and stay safe, and please learn this immediately. Finish off writing the note, and thank you very much. Wait till the next video is coming. Thank you.